Hello. Welcome, my pretties, to the Luminous Fiber Arts Flosstube channel. I'm Missy Purcell. I'm here to help you make the world cuter, one stitch at a time. I'm a cross-stitch designer. I design cute things. Welcome if this is your first time here, and thank you so much for coming back if you've been here before. I'm super excited. I got all dressed up in my gear because I have new Halloween releases to share with you today. And so I've really been looking forward to this because you know, if you've been here, that I love Halloween so much. So I'm going to show you my new releases, tell you a little bit of the background behind them and the supplies that I use to stitch them, and just kind of catch up a little bit about, what my designs are that I've been doing recently. So let's get started. First, I just wanted to mention that I always announce new releases to my newsletter subscribers first. So they're the first to get patterns, limited kits, exclusive designs, mystery box notifications, etc. So subscribers also get behind the scenes info, sneak peeks, and occasional free gift designs from me. If you're not signed up for my newsletter, you'll definitely want to do that so that you don't miss out on all the cool stuff. I've got a link for you in the video description. Okay. Let's get started. First up today is Happy Halloween, Happy Autumn. This is so adorable. I love how this came out. So this design actually has two versions. It has this version here. This is the cover photo, Happy Halloween. And then there's a Happy Autumn version, which says autumn across the bottom, and it has pumpkins rather than jack-o'-lantern faces. Otherwise, they're the same. And I've got you covered then, whether you are a Halloween fanatic or an autumn fanatic. Both versions are included in the pattern. So this design was inspired by a Draw This in Your Style challenge last year on Instagram. And a Draw This in Your Style challenge basically is where you're given an image. This was a Halloween theme, but you get an image and then you try to draw it the way that you would draw it. So I don't remember. I'll show you if I can find it what the inspiration was. If I don't show you, it's because I couldn't find it. But this is my version. And so I drew this in Procreate on my iPad, and it was just really inspiring to take part in this challenge. So I had this super cute owl afterwards that I was thinking, oh, that would be really cute in cross stitch if I did something with it, but I didn't necessarily want to do something with the whole project. Just mainly I really liked the owl. That was the best part. So I decided to try to redraw the owl in my cross stitch software, and then I kept kind of playing around just to see what I could come up with for this design. And actually this ended up being two different designs. They were kind of going along as companion designs, and they kept growing separately and kind of differently. So I decided that they were not going to be the same. They weren't going to be related enough. So I split them up. So you'll be seeing that other design down the road. But I think this is perfect like fall Halloween palette. So if you love those colors, this is going to be a great pattern for you to cozy up with in your stitching chair. On some chilly nights and stitch away. This is good for a beginner or more experienced stitcher. It's just full crosses, so very basic, simple stitch. And I think this would look adorable. You know, I framed it with kind of a simple frame to show off the piece, but I think it would look super cute. You could even do it as kind of a medium-sized pillow. You could do it flat and mount it on like a pedestal. Use some magnets to magnetize it. That would be super cute if your pedestal is metal. So what are the supplies that you need to stitch this? 32 count vintage country mocha Lugana by Zweigart was the fabric that I used. Flosses were Classic Colorworks Blackbird, Sassy Brass, German Chocolate, and DMC 780, 976, 3865, 3826. The pattern includes a conversion DMC. All of my patterns include a conversion DMC. And accessories, I used a size 24 Peacemaker's tapestry needle to stitch this. And I'm so excited to tell you about a little special new product that I'm now making available. There is a coordinating needle minder. Ta-da! I'm so excited about this. So needle minders are a new product for me. If you got one of the mystery boxes, you got the very first needle minder. This is the second. So I'm super excited about this. So you can see he coordinates with the owl in the middle. So let me tell you about this needle minder. If you don't know how a needle minder works, I'm going to quickly demonstrate it for you. It has two magnets on the back. You pull the one magnet off, put this on your fabric, whether you have it in a Q-snap or however you hold your fabric, and then you put the magnet back on. It holds it in place on your fabric, and then you can put your single needle if you stitch with one needle, or if you like to stitch with like multiple needles going at once, so you can put them all on here. It keeps everything tidy, keeps your magic needle from escaping. So it's super handy, super cute and convenient. This is made of enamel, and so I'm just excited that I was able to develop this product. I've been wanting to do more of my own products, and so this is like an exciting step towards that, along with working with Kelly from That's So Kelly to do different floss holders, like with my Merry Greetings design. So this was super, super duper exciting, and it's so adorable. So yeah, I'm super happy with how this turned out. So I drew this also in Procreate, and then I vectorized it so that I could make it whatever size I wanted. Yeah, probably you don't want to hear the nitty gritty, but this is called the Owl Mind Your Needle Minder. So yeah, I'm super happy about that. So I'll be saying this multiple times during the video. You can find the print and PDF version of the pattern on my website. Kits containing the fabric and floss are available on my website. I have a variety of them, not just the 32 count Lugana. And I have the minders on my website. I also have the needles on my website in case you need needles to stitch with. Okay, so what's next? Next up is Halloween Parade. So if you love projects that are cute, a little bit primitive, and quick to stitch, then Halloween Parade is going to be perfect for you. And I know if you've been here before, I've said this like a million times, but it's still true. Single color designs are just really relaxing to stitch. You could curl up with this project in a weekend and start and finish it. Get cozy in your chair, take the weekend off, you'll be done in no time. This is a really nice quick stitch. This was stitched by Paige Reynolds. She did a beautiful job. Thank you, Paige. And there are some back and long stitches, so I would say it's a confident beginner or more advanced project. So confident beginner on up, but not very many, and you could do this on Ada. So the story behind this design is that I did not draw this one in Procreate. This is one that I just started drawing in my cross-stitch design software. And I knew that for a while now, I've wanted a design of a black cat pulling a wagon with a jack-o'-lantern in it. I don't know why, that's just what I needed in my life. So I heeded my call to do that. And so I started with that idea, and then I felt like it just needed a little something more, and so this crow appeared in the parade, and then it really became a parade at that point, and the design just evolved to get a little bit bigger, but I definitely wanted to keep it on the smaller side, so it'd just be like a fun, quick little stitch. And I'm just so happy with how this came out. I think it's like whimsical, primitive, classic, and cute all in one. So you can see that I finished it with Rickrack and some quilting cotton, but I think that you could also add like some Halloween pins up here. I think that would be a nice way to personalize it. Possibly you could add a bow. A charm would be super cute too. Maybe a bow with a charm. Lots of ways that you could personalize this a little bit more if you wanted to. So the supplies are 32 count soft pumpkin linen dyed by me. You could use as a substitute something like Weeks Dye Works carrot, but honestly, this will look good with so many options of fabric. You could do purple, green, like a limey green. Honestly, anything that calls to you could be super cool for your Halloween display. And again, this is Black Coffee by Classic Colorworks, but you could experiment with the floss color as well. So don't hesitate to personalize this. You know, this is to spark your creativity. That's why we're here. So personalize it however you want. The trim is Rickrack in color Licorice by Lady.Creates. I don't know why that was so hard to get out. And I would again recommend a size 24 Peacemaker's tapestry needle for this project if you're using like a 32 or a 16 count fabric. Again, the pattern is available on my website in print and PDF formats. I have kits containing the fabric and the floss and the trim available, a variety of fabric counts and bases, and you can find those on my website. You can get the pattern also from your local needlework shop as well. Okay, so that's Halloween Parade. Next up is Cat and Jack. So cute. So Cat and Jack also started out as a drawing on my iPad. I was testing out different Procreate brushes and papers with texture for the background, and I decided that I was just having a cat day. So I drew a bunch of cats doing different things, and Cat and Jack was one of the things that I drew. It ended up being my favorite drawing of all the cat drawings I did that day. And so I just decided that I would like to see if I could make that work in cross stitch. I think these are the cutest BFFs you've ever seen, or at least I've ever seen. It's like a sweet, simple design that's going to be quick and easy to stitch. I, of course, liked the pillow finish, but you could maybe finish it as an ornament or finish it flat. I used Rickrack trim, which you can see here with some beads. I think that adds a nice little touch. But again, you can personalize this and make it your own however you want. You could add some ribbon here, you could add charms, again, you could add Halloween pins, that would be super cute, whatever strikes your fancy. For display, I think it would look cute in a dough bowl. Also a tiered tray on a shelf. If you look at the model photo, I used some flickering candles with it, which I think looks really cool. So lots of options for how you could display it and get like a nice Halloween ambiance. So the fabric is 32 count vintage country mocha linen by Zweigart, and I used only DMC for this design. Flosses are 3, 977, 4, 310, 228, 130, Blanc, 434, 436, 760. Trim is Jack Rickrack by Lady.Creates, and I used a size 24 Peacemaker's tapestry needle. And this pattern is also available on my website in print and PDF format. I don't have kits, but I have supplies. So I have vintage country mocha in various bases and counts available on my website that you can pick up. And I have the packs of the Rickrack trim as well that you can grab. So you can a la carte whatever supplies you need. I do not have the DMC floss though. Okay, so that is it for the Halloween designs, and I hope that you are as excited about them as I am, and that they help give some coziness and some cuteness to your Halloween displays this fall. Lastly, I'd like to tell you and show you how the mystery stitch along turned out, because I just kind of gave you a preview, but you haven't seen the finished design unless you've been in my newsletter as a subscriber, or if you follow me on social media, then you may have seen it as well, but otherwise you may not have seen it. So this is Merry Greetings. This was our July mystery stitch along. If you weren't here before, the story behind this design is that it's inspired by writing a Christmas wish list to Santa as a child, and the excitement that comes with that, you know, as an adult, you have this nostalgia for your childhood and the magic that you felt at Christmas, and that I think we often try to recreate as adults. I know I do. So part of that magic, I think, is the connection with Santa. And so these are all designed to be postage stamps. So there's a postage stamp type border around each of them to commemorate or represent that experience of writing a letter to Santa, waiting for Santa. And, you know, all of my favorite and hopefully your favorite Christmas characters are here. So this is how this turned out. I love it so much. Really happy with it. And thank you so much to everyone who purchased the pattern, to people who participated in the stitch along. It's always such an honor to see people stitching my work. Yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, that's why I do this, is it expresses my creativity and it helps you express your creativity. So that's what's amazing about being a cross stitch designer, and I love seeing people stitching my designs. So thank you to everyone. I've been seeing the whole piece popping up. I know some people are stitching them separately as ornaments, so I'll be excited to see how people decide to personalize and finish them. That's going to be really fun. So now this pattern is completely released. You can find the PDF and the print version on my website and from your local needlework shop. So if you'd like to pick it up, you can. So that's Merry Greetings. So cute. And this, I mentioned this before, but this was stitched by Merritt Crawford. She did a beautiful job. Okay, well, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and visiting with me today. I really appreciate you spending time with me. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I've got lots more exciting things coming up for you all fall long. Lots of exciting things are coming up. So stay tuned. Catch up with me via my newsletter. As I said, that's a great way to catch up. I get to communicate with you. I hear back from you. It's great. So that's a really good way to keep up with me. You can also find me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest as Luminous Fiber Arts. So those are great places to catch up with me as well and see what I'm up to, and I try to catch up with you and see what you're up to. I have lots of inspirational things on Pinterest, like ways to display cross stitch, other people's finishes of my designs to give you ideas of how you could do them. So lots of stuff coming up, but I have some very exciting things coming up yet this fall. So definitely be checking out the newsletter to see what's coming. Okay, well, thank you, and I hope that you're well. Take good care, and I will see you again soon.